Image map in HTML is just an image where there are clickable areas where links can be added. Image map uses the map tag, and inside of the map tag are the definition of shapes and coordinates that describes the size of the image hotspots. There are three types of shapes that can be used for creating image hotspots. These are rectangle, circle, and poly. To see this in action, let's try creating our own image map, and we will define image hotspots using different shapes. So to begin, let's write and define our own local website, and let's start working with our own image maps. I have already created a folder that will contain our files for this example for image map. So the folder name is lesson 1, and inside of this folder, I have two files. The first file is an image file, which will serve as an example for our image map, and an HTML file with a file name index for containing our image. On our Dreamweaver, I have already defined the site for our lesson 1. If I'm going to click the folder of my local site, it lists down all the files contained on that folder. In this case, these are image 1 and index. To start writing our image map, let's go to our code view, and then inside the body, we will write here image source, and then we will browse for the image that I have placed inside of our local root folder. In this case, that is the image 1. And then I'm going to add here an alternate text, and this image is about kitchen. Okay, let's close the tag, and then let's now proceed to the design view. Under design view, it will display the image that we have assigned to our image tag, to our img tag. Now, so what we will do is to select the image, and then right click, and then click properties, so that you will be able to see the properties for the image. For image map, the most important portion of this property dialog is the map section. If you cannot see the map section, maybe you have to click the expand button. Usually, it has a look like this. In order for you to expand and see the map section of your properties, you have to double click the bottom side of your properties window. So now I'm going to double click this, 1, 2, so it displays the map section of our properties. So the next thing that I will do is to select from these three shapes for us to draw the hotspot of our image map. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to choose this poly and then draw around this board until I perfectly created a rectangular shape. After creating, it will show you this option, link, target, and so forth. So for alt, I will name this frame board. And then on the link, I'm going to write here, let's say, wallboard.html. But for now, we haven't yet created this file. Later, we will do that. Okay. The next, I will create another image here, another image hotspot on our light located on the ceiling. Okay, so to do that, I will select the poly and then create, we have to press the escape key to add a different portion of image hotspot. So there you go. Okay, so just keep on clicking until you finally get the shape that you want. Then after that, on your keyboard, press escape. To resize the portion of the nodes of your maps, so you can see there are some nodes here. So these are square handles that you can use to reposition the corners of your image map or the corners of your hotspot. so that you'll be able to get the exact shape that you want. Okay, so there you go. And then since I am done, I'm going to press escape. On our properties, let's choose circle and let's draw another hotspot here for our small electric fan. So there you go. And then after that, I'm going to press escape on my keyboard and use my mouse to position my hotspot. And then let's use the square handles to change the size and location of our hotspot. Okay, so I think that will do. All right, so there you go. So let's check what we have done here. Image map for the wall. We have a link that will direct us to the wallboard.html. For the ceiling light, we don't have yet a link, so let's create a link here. Let's say light.html. And then for our small electric fan, let's write here fan.html. There you go. And then on our files panel, let's add 3 more files for our wallboard, electric fan, and light. So right click on our root folder, select new file, and then let's write here wallboard. Okay, and then let's select that wallboard, and then on our keyboard, let's just press Control D. Control D to duplicate. Control D to duplicate, and another Control D. So let's rename. Right click, edit, and rename. Or on your keyboard, just select this one, and then press F2 to rename. And then we will rename this to light.html, and then fan.html. So there you go. And then let's open our wallboard. Let's create a simple title here, simple heading, wallboard. And let's turn this to heading 1. And then so to center this, what we will do is just to go to our code view, and then at this portion we will write here align center. Then let's go back to our design view. So there you go. Let's do the same thing for our light HTML. We will add here a text light, and then change the format into heading 1. Go to your code view, and then write, and then add an attribute align, and then give it a value of center. Then go back to your design view. Then there you go. You can see now that our light is at the center of our page. And then for the last page, for the last file, let's open our fan. Then let's write here fan, change the format into heading 1, and then go to your code view, add align attribute, and then choose center. And then save all the changes, file, save all, and then let's go back to our index.html. Okay, so there you go, and then let's give this a try by previewing this on our browser. So to do that, right click here on our document tab, right click, open browser, and then I'm going to choose Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so if I'm going to hover my mouse on those area where we place our hotspot, our mouse pointer turns to a mouse pointing finger icon. So meaning there is an active link, just like this one. If I click this, it will take me there on that page. So let's go back. Let's try pointing our mouse on this little electric fan. Again, it turns our pointer into mouse pointing finger icon, meaning there's an active link. If I'm going to press this one, it will take me to that page. Okay, let's go back. And then for the last example, let's try pointing our mouse pointer on this light. Again, it turns our pointer into mouse pointing finger icon. And then if we will click this, it will take us to that page. All right, so that's all for this video, and then see you in the next lectures.